You join me once again, where I'm talking about this film, right here, Crippled Avengers. I'm pulling this up just so I can say that that is the title of the film. That is the title right there. It's probably not the kind of name they'd call it nowadays, but you know, that. It does have alternate titles. Obviously it's the original, like, Mandarin and then the Cantonese versions. I'm not gonna say because I'm gonna completely wrong. But they're called the Handicapped Avengers. Also, this film is also known as Mortal Kombat! It's just a Z also title, I just want to... Mortal Kombat with a C though, so, you know. Who knows, this... I feel like... I always say this with these films, I'm like... These are clearly the films that... the kind of kids growing up making video games in the 90s, this is the kind of shit they were watching. And I'm definitely like... when I watch these, I'm just like... Nah, yeah, man, I mean, they definitely watch these films, like... I'm pretty sure the guy, like... Yeah, the guys making Mortal Kombat games, especially like John Tobias, I'm pretty sure they were watching some films. You definitely like... Yeah, I know. Yeah, you do definitely watching some of these films. What we're gonna do, let's go through the story of the Crippled Avengers here. This is the entire story, so there are no spoilers. I will say, as with the last one, this is another one I quite enjoyed. I feel like this back end of the series so far, I'm really getting into. Some of them I kind of fell out with the martial arts ones. Some stuff I'm just like, but these last two together, they've been really good. So yeah, definitely one worth watching. But without further ado, let's get into the plot, and I can kind of stop and start. I need like a... Let me find something, because these are quite dense in text, and it's quite easy to lose where you are. Just don't want to fall out of this chair. So we're like, I could reach that, kinda. Here we go. The character of Du Tangdio, a great martial artist, changes greatly from kind to cruel, cold-hearted, after his wife is brutally murdered by an unlawful society, the Three Tigers of the South. The Tigers also chop off the arms of his beloved son, Du Chiang, in the same attack. Which, yeah, I feel like that could be the start of the film, and it turns into, like, his son slowly getting better over time, and then, you know, or maybe a father and son duel, where they then take down these three tigers, but no, that's not quite where this goes. Yeah, you think, oh, okay, that's fucking brutal start to this film. Yeah, it gets worse. Since then, Du Tangdo has hated everyone he comes across, and together with his son, who was fitted with two metal arms, cruelly abuses anyone who offends them. One day, Du Tangdo and Du Chan have a meal in a restaurant. They hear someone making a speech nearby. As they approach the speechmaker, Bodachi luckily manages to escape, but a hawker standing nearby, Chen Sun, who has applauded the speech, attracts the attention of Du Tangdo, who gouges out his two eyes. Dick move. When they return home, Du Tangdo orders his servants to bring Wei Datu to him. When Wei arrives, Du Tangdo forces him to drink a cup of poison, and then claps his hands hard over his ears, leaving Wang deaf and, let's say, mute. I think mute is the better term for that. As Chang is blind and unable to make a living, Wade lets him stay in his metal shop. Soon after, disaster befalls another young man, Agio, as he quarrels with his boss. He shouts that as long as he has his hands, he will not die of starvation. But Du-chan overhears him, thinking that Hu is mocking his armless state, chops the man's legs off with his powerful metal arms. Later, Hu is given shelter by Bodachi, finding out that his crippled victims are staying at Wei's. Du Tang-do sends his servants to attack Wei's metal shop, who also warns the local peasants to isolate the 3 crippled men. One day, a young warm-hearted martial artist, Wang Yi, visits the town and he discovers what has happened to the 3 men. He promises to avenge them. However, Du Tang-do and his son defeat Wang, forcing him to wear a special vice-like crown, which leaves him brain damaged. By chance, the 3 victims learn that Wang Ying is a disciple of Li Zhangying, a highly regarded martial artist. Wei Dati, Hung Agi, and Qin Shun accompany Wang Yi to see Li Zhangying, who promises to teach them martial arts, so they can take their revenge on Du Tang-do and Du Cheng. After practicing for 3 years, Li finally decides the 4 men are ready to deal with the Du family. The 4 abused and crippled men return to the village and wreak their revenge on the vicious Du and his son. And, yeah, battle ensues. They kind of try to counter them. A lot of times, one time they have a bunch of gongs they bang and those kind of things. It's quite good. It's quite good. The fights are good. Yeah, no, they kind of have to be a bit different with the fights, obviously, here, because yeah, you've got characters that have different disabilities that you kind of have to work around in terms of fighting. And I think it does it really well. I think this one's one that's it's a really nice, easy one to follow. Simple, it's fun. They kind of have fun with these characters a little bit. Yeah, because they're all kind of characters that have to rely on each other. And like I said, the start where it's oh, okay, this guy is, fucking brutal. Oh, okay, no, he's just going to turn into a complete dick. Oh, okay. And this was the actor in it is normally one that's normally a good guy on these ones. It varies, but yeah. This one's another one. It's another good one. It's another one I really enjoyed. I think the fights are really good in this one. This is another banger. I say another banger. I really like this one. I highly recommend this one. Yeah, in this don't knock the microphone. In this set, volume 1, we only have 2 more films to go, unfortunately. I'm actually starting to go. Oh, I've only got a couple more films to go. Ah, being a bit sad now because I was kind of getting a little bit some of them are a bit meh. Some of them are quite worth my speed. But yeah, next one is Heroes of the East. No idea what it's about, but we'll get into it next time. But for now, I say, live long and prosper. Bye for now.